everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Falcons going up against the Raiders.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Oakland Raiders. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Hundley. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. That'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Play action. They'll throw. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Throwing, Hundley. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Let's go!
And the wideout in motion. Now a play fake here on first down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here we go! Here we go!
Green, the tight end, in motion. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge getting to the quarterback. but he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
The play clock's running down on second down. Freeman. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And caught right side, Green. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Falcons will call on Matt Bryant for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Now they try the right side here. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now they'll throw with Carr. pressure here. Carr taken down. Robert Kimdichie. From that outside linebacker spot, he's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Vic Beasley in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. On is the punter King to send it away. This is taken at the 15. Ooh, with a juke. A good return there. Call it 13. Yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the 1st here on 2nd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll toss it to Coleman. Room here to run. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down. Here's Coleman on the toss. Able to slither by. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
And what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
This fielded at the 2. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, 98 yards. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
Let's round! Let's round! Let's round! Let's round! Let's go! One, nine, let's round! Let's round! Let's go! Let's round! Let's round! Let's round! Ohio! Ohio!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Let's round!
Looking to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Sidesteps him at the 35. Freeman with a fast feet. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Ohio! Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! Let's round! Ohio! Ohio! Let's round! Let's round! Ohio! Ohio! Here we go!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Let's round! Let's round! Ohio! Ohio!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Let's go! One, nine, Ohio!
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Down to about the 22 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Second down and just 1.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! Let's round! Let's round! Let's Ohio! Ohio!
Coleman now. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Ohio! Let's go! Let's round! Let's round! Let's round! Ohio!
On 3rd down, that's Coleman. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Let's round! Let's round! Here we go! Let's round! Let's round! Let's round! Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! Ohio 38!
They run. Devontae Freeman. wiggles free. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Here we go. What? 90. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Let's go. What? 90. What?
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Ohio. Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Falcons will call on Matt Bryant for the field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 38. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Falcons will call on Matt Bryant for the field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Carr looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And he motions the wide receiver. Back to throw here. They'll roll him out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And now here's a carry heading left, and some room to work. Escapes the defender, taking it right down Broadway, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. And that one puts them on top here in the third. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Freeman again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. The short yardage man, it's Coleman. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Here we go. One, two. Ohio. 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 Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Brand 38.
They'll run it with Coleman, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So the D-line's going to spread out.
694.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
Right. He's down right here. He's down on the right.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Marquette King now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Flex round. Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
Green, the tight end, in motion. They will run again with Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Coleman. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now back to throw. This is screen to Abdullah. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From midfield, here's Carr, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 3rd down, Carr. Flushed out right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They're going to look to throw, escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Carr on the bootleg. Flush to his right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
On second down, here's Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be third down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Marquette King now. He's been terrific so far. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Back now in the East Bay. So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down.
Here we go. 1-9. Ohio. Flex round.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Scott. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now Hundley on the screen. This is Coleman. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
The Falcons on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go. 1-9.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Ohio. Flex round. Ohio.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it'll be first down Atlanta. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll run it on the toss. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense is just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Let's go.
Green, the tight end, in motion. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's Coleman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And tough starting field position here. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now here's a carry heading left. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 6 yards on the pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Oakland, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.